Next stop, the Castle of Courage, I'm calling it, because they haven't told me it's called anything else. That's a better name, isn't it? I think that'd be a better name, the Castle of Courage. I'm going to stop at this town really fast because I haven't looked at any of the shops really. If all they've got's a magic shop, then I'm not missing out on much. But if they've got other stuff, I'd like to check it out. I've got all this gold. Kurt just got walloped. I'm going to mess around and end up having to revive somebody if I don't quit ignoring the damage. Looks like they've got an inn, an item shop, magic shops. And that might be it. No weapon shops or armor shops. Alright, well, since we're here, let's go ahead and buy some items. I'm still not healing Kurt. Could have stayed at the inn. Kurt, if you die, I'm going to be so upset. It's going to be my fault, but I'm still going to be upset. There we go. That's a decent amount of healing. Okay, so before I go to the castle, I didn't check the item shops at this northern town, so let's check that out, just because I have not remembered to do so. Alright, let's see what they got here. Magic shops, an inn. There's some weapon and armor shops. Let me see if there's anything I can sell here before I look at their wares. I want to try to keep that flame shield. Okay, nothing there. Gold ring? Oh, nice. Pro ring. Okay. Let's see. Give that to Cyrus. Okay, let's see. $15 and -1. So yeah, we definitely want that on Cyrus. Is that going to be better for Kurt as well? It looks like it would be. Anybody else using a ring? Silver armor. 24. 18, -8. Yep, we want that for Reuben too, it looks like. So sell that old silver ring. Let's buy a pro ring for Cyrus. Let's see, what's his armor right now? He's got the earth, which I really don't understand what that's supposed to protect against. Unless there's earth damage that I don't know about. So now Cyrus has the ribbon, the gold ring, and the pro ring. Alright, let's try to get the same thing for Kurt. What is the spirit again? Hat that resists paralysis. We're not going to get rid of that then. Razors that resist fire. Silver ring. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and sell the silver ring. Sell the fire ring. And then buy him a gold ring. And a pro ring. Whoops. I didn't complete that purchase. Kind of want to rearrange some of this here. I think I'm going to put this down here. Give Reuben the ribbon. A ribbon for Reuben. I'll get another ribbon eventually, but he's my mage, and I need to keep him alive. He has fast and all those things I need to survive. Alright, so we've got a pro ring and a gold ring. So Reuben just needs the pro ring and the gold ring. Okay. So I'm going to do the same thing. Whoops. It's controller. I'm going to do the same thing for Reuben. I'm going to go ahead and sell his earth ring and his silver armor. And buy him the gold ring. And buy him the pro ring. Now I just need a pro ring for Roland. I keep doing that. I'm broke for once. But it looks like I got a whole bunch of weapons I can sell. Alright, let's get rid of that ice pick. I think I'll keep the wizard staff. Effective against regenerative and undead. I'm going to hang on to the flame sword. Get rid of that water bell. Alright. Now let's see what they actually sell here. Cat claw. Which nobody can use. Even though it's a knife. Alright. Well, since I'm, for the first time in a long time, low on gold, we better go to Canaria if I want to rest. Since I've got those pro rings, it would be a little safer to go to the ice cave. Not a heck of a lot safer, because The ones I'm most scared of are not really affected by the pro ring. Sorcerers. Okay, so the next place I'm going to go is the Castle of Courage, for sure. That's where I want to go. So let's see if I can find a place to land nearby. Now, if I was going to use player knowledge, I would get in my ship. I mean, honestly, if I was going to use player knowledge, I would have already done this. But I would get in my ship and dock using the canoe. I don't know how I flew so far south, but I did. Alright, so there's the castle. You can just take the ship right here and go right there, and you get there as soon as you have the canoe. But I didn't do that because that would be player knowledge, and that would also be doing something other than using dialogue options, and it's not a grindless run thing to do, in my opinion. So that means I have to park right here. Alright, since we're going to park right there, I'm going to use my tent to save. And then let's head to the Castle of Courage, I'm calling it right now. Okay, so we'll just head that way. Alright, we're going to add this to my, I keep wanting to say inventory, my bestiary. Wow, 446 damage on a critical hit from Roland. Yeah, I'd say I'm over leveled. And since I'm over leveled, I think I'm going to run from these enemies here. Now when I say over leveled, I mean over leveled for how I usually am with this type of run. I would say I don't want to speak for the average player, but based on how I used to play this game, yeah, that's not good. I'm going to have to turn back because of that. That crack spell is like a quake spell, but it functions like a death spell. So it just instantly killed Cyrus. So I got to turn back and revive him. I don't want to go any further because I'm going to encounter a lot of enemies I've never encountered before, which means I'm going to have a lot of XP getting gathered. And oh wow. So I guess that's supposed to be a basilisk. There's some more XP lost. You know, I've been playing this game a lot. I don't think I've encountered this much nastiness heading towards this dungeon here. Oops, wrong button. I wanted to rearrange my party. Well, this section is not off to the greatest of starts. Yeah, I need that speed there, thief. Let's go. Okay, I fought both of those before. Yeah, I don't, I think I've probably been petrified by that basilisk that they've named Soria before, but that crack ability doesn't usually get me. Really, if I'm being honest, neither one of those usually get me, so that is unusual. All right, I'm a little traumatized by that, obviously, because I'm trying to go to Quinaria and I'm flying all over the place except for where I'm trying to go. So let's go to Quinaria so I can pay a little bit less to get that revive going. Oh, I'm passing it up again. And we'll try that again. So Pro Ring does nothing for that crack ability, obviously. I'm just curious where I'm at on these items. I'm pretty sure I'm full. I'm full. I don't know why I'm even doing that. Yep, 40 is definitely better than some of the other prices I've seen. Okay, let's go to the inn, rest, and we'll head right back up there. Do this unnecessary thing to make myself feel better. Okay, let's see if any other weird things like that happen to me. You know, that makes me feel like I'm probably going to run into War Mech when the time comes. That'd be alright. I could probably handle that. Handle it better than crack. Why are sandworms up here anyway? It seems like an odd thing to have. When I crossed that desert, that would make sense for the sandworms to be there, but not in the forest. Alright, I'm just going to run from these guys here. My lighting might look different. I pushed a button on my lamp that I didn't know changed the settings, or I can't really tell what it's doing. It seems like it changed the shade of the light, and it doesn't look the same to me. It's probably all in my head, but if it looks weird to anybody that watches this, those few of you that do, say something about it, just so it doesn't feel like it's just me. I'm pretty sure yeah, I did beat one of those. I'm gonna run. I already beat the worm. It's the blue, I think they call the other one the wyvern, that I haven't fought. Well, I had to fight it, it looks like. Some of my over-leveling is the thief's ability's fault, where I've wandered to try to get all those treasures. But a good bit of it is the bad luck I had running into the wizards. I couldn't run away from them, so I had to fight them, and that's caused me to get more XP. Can I run this time? I'm pretty sure I defeated it a minute ago, so yeah, let's just get away from that thing. That makes me want to check. I'll check later. That's not the right button. I keep trying to do the push B select thing, but you don't really have to do that. Okay, yep, I'm on the right track here. Yep, that's the wrong route. Okay. I'm almost there. There's that river. I don't know what I'm thinking. All right, there is what I'm calling a Castle of Courage because nobody's named it. Northern Castle would also be a good name, which I could be wrong, but I feel like that's what they called it in Nintendo Power. The Northern Castle. I might be thinking of the keep where you fight Astos, I'm not sure. I didn't grow up with Nintendo Power, so any Nintendo Power references I'm going to make are going to just be what I've looked at since then. Possession of the crown is required to test your courage. Take it to the royal throne and bring back proof of your courage. Good luck. You know, that makes me wonder, why did Astos want the crown? Did he want to come here and get a class change? Spoilers. I was getting very close a minute ago. Well, huh. Seems like I was getting it in the middle of the floor. Alright, I'm going to step back over here. Yeah, it's probably one of these columns that's got the treasure. Oh man, makes me wish I had a Lancer. Soft, okay. Where is the last treasure? Okay, in that room. Alright. How do I get that? I guess I get that when I come back. Oh, this is gonna suck. Oh man. No. What? Where? I saw it flash. I can't touch that. I may not get these treasures. Zombul, okay. Let's try to take them out. I probably should give Ruben or somebody that fire sword, because I think there's a fair amount of undead in here. If I didn't sell it. Oh, I need to give this to somebody to use. It must be on the other side of the wall. Well, there's something. Ooh, an assassin dagger. I bet Kurt can't use that. Well, he can, okay. Is that better? It's got a big crit. A knife designed for killing. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm all about that. Alright. I don't remember getting that the last time I played. Not that I would have had anybody that could use it. Alright, that must be on the other side of the wall. Yep, let's say it is. Okay. Alright, I'm going to assume that that's not in that room either. I'm not going to fight the mummies. I might need to spread some healing around, though. Come on, guys, run away. There we go. So I don't have to fight those, right? I can run away. Surely. Yeah, okay. Zeus Gauntlet, nice. And then a heal too. Okay. Let's see. Who do I want to give that Zeus Gauntlet to? I don't think that's better than... I mean, nobody's going to equip it for sure. Gauntlet that can cast lightning. Okay, I would like to give that to Kurt. Kurt can't really hold it. I guess it's got to be on Cyrus then. Yep, until I get some ribbons, well, they won't fix it. Yep. Wouldn't it be cool if he could just put that on and just lightning punch stuff? That'd be awesome. And that's why D&D is better than video games. Because at D&D, a monk, I would totally let a monk do that as a DM. I'm sure there's some rules somewhere that say, well, a monk can't really equip armor, so he can't equip a Zeus Gauntlet, but that's just not fun. Rule of cool defeats all of the rules. Well, maybe not all of the rules, but a lot of them. Okay, let's see. Oh, no! Oh, this is... At least there's only 2 of them. But this could go bad. Wow. That was decent damage. And I think they're weak against ice, actually. If they're weak against anything, they're weak against ice. Due to them being, I guess, reptilian. Where is this thing? Come on, I know it's over here. Oh, wow, 2 gil. At least I didn't have to push the button too many times. Alright, not dealing with this. Excuse me. General area. Okay. Smart place to put that, so I can't run from it. Pretty sure I've already fought a nightmare, though, so I'm going to leave this battle, if I can. So I'm guessing I'm supposed to actually come here before the waterfall, but just the way the hints were given to me, I went with, let's see, thinking about how I want to lay out some of these magical items. I'm just going to give that to Cyrus since it's not useful. Alright, that makes sense to me. I wonder if the Assassin Dagger's got an ability like that. I would say not. I didn't look at anybody's hit points. Probably could put a heal on Reuben. Alright. Try to dodge that. Okay. So maybe I need to look around up here a little bit more. Oh, there it is. A heal too. Okay, cool. Alright. Try not to run into that nightmare. Really don't want... This is still a nasty fight right here. So let's see if we can't get away from them. Pretty sure I've at least defeated one or two of those. Can't carry the gold ring. Well, I'm pretty sure everybody's got a... Yeah, I already wasted a bunch of money on the gold ring. So... I hate to leave a treasure chest empty. But I'm going to have to. Because that's... There's a third ice sword now. Can't carry the iron gauntlet. I'm fine with not carrying the iron gauntlet. That's going to bug me a little bit, but I've got to just get over it. I can't carry very much. Now that really is going to bother me. I'm going to have to drop one of them. I want to get that treasure at least. So I wasted a bunch of gold buying them gold rings. Really, I mean, you can't really say I did a sequence break because I have the airship. And there was nothing to say I can't just go wherever at that point. So I went wherever. Proof of courage, a tail. Does it tell you what kind of tail it is? The tail of a large rat. Oh, neat. I never paid attention to this before. Lute, a musical instrument given to you by Princess Sarah in Conaria. Crown, the stolen crown. I feel like there should be some more information there. Key, the mystic key. Rod, the rod to remove the plate from the earth. Floater, a mysterious rock. Oxyale, a mysterious liquid that creates air. Oh, it does tell you what it is right there. I'm sitting here talking to people. What does that do? What is that for? Somebody does tell you, but it's right there. A strange box clearly made with some long lost technology. And the tail of a large rat. That really is something I've never really paid attention to before. So that wasn't just me acting like I didn't have the player knowledge. Alright. I don't remember you ever fighting more than one of these here, so I'm going to war cry. I'm going to fire two and see if anything's still alive. Get a little money off of one of them. And I think I'm just going to, well, yeah, let's do a boost. Ooh, terrible damage. Oh, that's awful. That's awful. Well, let's see. Let's do a heal. And I'm gonna do... I want to see what happens with that. Okay, and then we're try to just combo one of these guys. Worth a try. I wanted to see. There's some damage. I'm glad I switched to that. That wasn't a little bit right there. That was good too. Awesome. Awesome. Now, I can just turn around here and get Gilbart's harp. Gilbart. I don't know why that's making me laugh, but it is. Alright, let's take this tail back to Bahamut. Gilbart. That's so dumb. I could be remembering this wrong, but I feel like there's also some enemies in there that I didn't run into, like I don't remember the names of them because I play Origin so much, and then play Restored, and I think Restored changed the names to make it more like the original Japanese or Japanese. I don't want to say translation because it doesn't make any sense, but it's supposed to be closer to a more accurate translation. So they're called Dark Knight or something like that, and I believe they're called Bad Man in this or something like that. They might have a Dark Knight too, like DK Knight, something like that. I'm not sure. Anyway, there's some in that, what I'm calling the Castle of Courage, and I didn't run into any, unless I'm just not remembering that right. I know there's also a different palette for the Catman, and I think they call it the Man Cat. And I feel like that's in that castle down there, and I didn't run into them either. But that could just be later on. At this point, a lot of the enemy types, there's not much more advanced enemy types on the world map. It's just basically this. There's one more continent where they're a little bit more advanced, which would be what you would encounter on Rabbit Head or the Peninsula of Power. And then there's what's in the final dungeon. The monsters in the last two shrines really aren't that much tougher than the stuff that you encounter right about now. I feel like since I've done this at lower levels and stuff, that each of those dungeons, besides the Earth Cave, are pretty equal in difficulty. All right, the Sky Castle might be a little bit more intense, but it's really not much. It's just different elements and different tactics, sort of. I think I want to come down here and no, let's go to Bahamut first. I should be able to go to Bahamut without any issues. Passing up the islands. Let's see, which one is Bahamut on? That's another thing I haven't committed to memory because I always just go into each one of these. Oh, I didn't even go into this one. I thought I missed one. I could have swore I missed one when I was here the last time. Must be inside of here. Proof of courage could be anything. I'm not sure if I'm even going to use those items. I probably won't even remember I have them. Once in the north, there were beautiful palaces and big mechanical castles. So it's got to be in the well, right? Yeah, okay. Well, that's, I just made a mistake there. We are going to the Castle of Ordeal to the northeast. There we will test and bring back proof of our courage. So there's where you hear the name of that castle, Castle of Ordeal. So I just missed this cave, or I would have known, and I wouldn't have had to give it that weird name. Yeah, it's not that one. I just don't remember. Yep, there it is. I always think it's one of the solitary caves. That seems like to me where it should be, but it's this one here. I've gotten the class change at like level 9 before, so I'm way, oops, way higher than I have been in the past. The tale of a rat proves your courage. I shall give you the honor due true warriors. All right. Oh, cool. What is that? Oh, there's the paladin. Okay. Red wizard, ninja, master. Can I see what the skills are now? War cry and cover. Combat skills are only available while in battle. Many can be used once every turn, while others have certain limitations. Redirect all single target melee attacks directed at selected party member to self for 3 rounds of combat. Limit. Invincible. All melee damage received by the user is reduced to 0 for the next 2 rounds of combat. That's pretty cool. World ability. This character uses their boisterous presence to intimidate townspeople into moving immediately out of their way. Oh man. I would have loved to. I wonder if I've had that the whole time. Traits are passive abilities that are always active for a particular class. Some traits are only active outside of battle and require that a character be displayed on the map. And I guess the fighter doesn't have any. Alright, Convert swaps all available charges between 2 of the user's magic levels. Allows overcharge. Available charges may exceed the current maximum amount for the given level. Swaps all available charges between 2 of the user's magic levels. So I guess you could take first level spells when you're out of the higher level spells and swap them out. Refresh. Restores target allies limit ability. That's kind of cool, I guess. No world abilities. Traits. Saboteur. Magic accuracy boost when casting enfeebling magic on enemies. Reduces chance of spell being resisted. Enfeebling magic is magic that inflicts negative status effects. Magus Mastery. Able to learn and use most core white magic and black magic spells. I wonder if that works on magical weapons. Throw special ninjutsu items. Oh, that's what those are for. Okay, cool. Now I get it. Alright. So those are for my ninja. Alright. Smoke bomb. Escape from any battle without fail, even battles that cannot normally be escaped. That would have been useful a long time ago. World abilities can only be used, and that's just search for fast walk. What is sneak attack? Increases chance of starting each battle with a preemptive strike while this character is the display character. So, a friend of mine was talking about how it seems like you get surprised all the time in this game, and I would say it's because of that ability. So that ability exists to counter that. That's my guess. I don't know. So that was actually an intentional design. All right, anyway. So, can I shoot a Hadouken? That's awesome. All right. Spends all available chi to unleash a powerful blast of energy to all enemy targets. That sounds more like a Kamehameha. Damage augmented by the amount of chi consumed and by vitality. This attack cannot be resisted. Dude, that's awesome. That's really good. Focus Strike delivers, at least it sounds good. It might not be any good. I want to see it in action. Delivers a powerfully accurate attack that is guaranteed to deal critical damage to a single target. Delivers a powerfully accurate attack that is guaranteed to deal critical damage to a single target. Improves centering. Able to maximize internal chi levels to unlock hidden talents. Starts combat with 1 chi. I don't get that one. Doesn't need weapons or armor. Effectiveness increases with character level. I need to test that theory. May cancel an enemy's melee attack with an attack of your own. That's cool. Okay. Let me test something here. So I've encountered this before, but I couldn't remember how it works. But absorb 32, evade 11. so let me see. Yeah, I don't think that's better. I think it might be better at one time. Let's see. Let's try it with the pro ring off as well. 16, 13 evade. So it's kind of, sort of true. I don't think it's that much better. The evade is a lot better, but I'd rather have the absorb. Yeah, I don't know if I would play like that, especially once I get a ribbon. All right, what do we got on spells? We need to learn another spell. We need to get some spells for our ninja and Roland. Do you see anything else? Revive the power of the orbs. All right, cool. All right, let's go get some magic for these guys if I've got enough money.